Hello everyone! I hope you're having an awesome day. I am so excited to get started in our first science lesson. So let's go ahead and see what we're up to today. Before we really get started in our first science lesson, I want you to think to yourself, what is science? What are some different things you think about when you hear the word science? I want you to take a moment and pause this video and write down a few things that you think about when you hear the word science. Did you stop and think about it? If you did, I hope that you came up with something similar to what I'm about to say. Science is the study of the natural world. So everything that we do in science is studying what we can find out about the world around us. We're going to really start digging into that in our first activity today. So let's look at our learning target. Our learning target for our first science lesson is I can support a claim with evidence and reasoning. I hope that these words are familiar to you, but if they're not, we're about to talk about them. So hopefully by the end of today, you can say, I can support a claim with evidence and reasoning with full confidence. Let's get started. In our learning target, we had three words. We had claim, evidence, and reasoning. Whenever you do a science investigation, you always have to end with a claim, evidence, and reasoning. Now, what are those three different things? First, a claim is what you know. Evidence is how you know. And reasoning is why you know. Let's dig into those three things a little bit deeper. Let's look at a claim. A claim is a statement of a fact. Whenever you make a claim, you are saying it is 100% factual. Some examples you might say is, Miss Baker is a teacher. You also might say, Miss Baker can read. Both of these are statements of facts. But how do we know that these claims are true? We know they are true by looking at the evidence. Evidence is how you know your claim is true. Some examples of evidence are, Miss Baker is a teacher because she's teaching us right now. Another example is Miss Baker can read because she's reading us the slides. Both of these statements back up our claim or support our claim so that we know that they're true. You must have sources to back up your claim. We can't just claim things as facts because we want them to be facts. That's why you always need to look for the evidence. And the last one is reasoning. Reasoning is an explanation about why your evidence proves your claim. It kind of puts your evidence and claim together into one statement. So an example is, Miss Baker is a teacher. Our evidence was that she's teaching right now. And the reasoning would be, she could not be logged in as my teacher if she wasn't my teacher. Another claim that we've said is that Miss Baker can read. Our evidence is that she's reading the slides, and the reasoning, if she couldn't read, she wouldn't know what the slides say. Reasoning makes you really think so you can explain yourself further. This way we can think really in depth about what we are talking about. Now that we've talked about claims, evidence, and reasoning, it's time for your first science assignment. Today, you are going to make 5 claims about who you are and find evidence to support each claim. An example you might do is you might make the claim, I play baseball, and your evidence might be that you have a baseball uniform. Anything like that would be an excellent claim and evidence for this assignment. The way I want you to make your claim and evidence is by making a video. I've done an example for you so that you can see exactly what I'm looking for. Let's check it out.
All right, everyone, it's time for us to practice what we've been talking about with claims and evidence in science today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you around my house and I'm going to tell you 5 claims about me and show you evidence to back it up. Let's go see what we've got. Claim number 1. My first claim is that I am a teacher at Hayes Elementary. My evidence to back up my claim is all these Hayes t-shirts. Over my 8 years at Hayes, I've collected a lot of Hayes t-shirts. Claim number 2. My second claim is that I like to run. The evidence that I like to run is in my medal rack. These medals are all from different races that I've run. My favorite one is the one in the middle. That is from the time I ran a marathon. Did you know that a marathon is 26 miles? That is a long way to run. You can't get all these medals unless you really enjoy running those distances. Claim number 3. My third claim is that I am a huge Braves fan. My evidence of that is this little Build-A-Bear guy. I built him a few years ago and he is wearing a nice little Braves uniform. So this Build-A-Bear is my evidence that I am a huge Braves fan. Claim number 4. My fourth claim is that I own dogs. Here's my evidence that I own dogs. This dog right here is Lily. Hey Lillian! Hey baby! And this is Lola. Hey Lola! Lily and Lola are my evidence that I own dogs. All right, it's time for claim number 5. My last claim is that my favorite restaurant is Chick-fil-A. And my evidence is that I have a Chick-fil-A pop socket on my phone. You can't have a Chick-fil-A pop socket if you don't love Chick-fil-A. So now it is your turn. Your job today is to make 5 claims about yourself and then have evidence to back each claim up. I can't wait to see what you got and to get to know a little bit more about you.
You're going to post your video using Flipgrid. Using the link that is posted on this slide, you are going to create a video with your 5 claims and the evidence to back them up. I'm so excited to see what you've got for your claims and evidence.